Welcome to Lost at 3 a.m. Put your phone down, close your eyes, and let this be the last video you hear tonight. Relax, breathe, and let's begin. Tonight, we're entering the enchanting world of Studio Ghibli, a place where imagination knows no bounds, where forests are alive with spirits, castles move across the sky, and courage comes in the smallest of forms. Studio Ghibli has touched the hearts of millions with its timeless films, blending magic, emotion, and breathtaking artistry. Founded by Hayao Miyazaki, Isao Takahata, and Toshio Suzuki, Studio Ghibli has become synonymous with heartfelt storytelling, captivating characters, and worlds so vivid they feel like dreams. It's a studio where every detail matters, every moment lingers, and every story leaves a lasting impression. As you listen tonight, let the quiet beauty of Ghibli's films guide you into a peaceful sleep. Imagine the soft rustle of wind through the trees, the gentle hum of a distant train, and the calming presence of Totoro waiting patiently in the rain. Let's begin. Studio Ghibli's story began in 1985 with the meeting of three visionaries: Hayao Miyazaki, Isao Takahata, and Toshio Suzuki. These three men shared a dream of creating animated films that were not only beautiful, but also deeply meaningful. Films that would resonate with audiences of all ages and cultures. Before Studio Ghibli was officially founded, Miyazaki and Takahata had already collaborated on several projects. One of the most notable was the 1984 film Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, based on a manga by Miyazaki. Although it wasn't technically a Ghibli film, its critical and commercial success set the foundation for what would become the studio's signature style: richly detailed worlds, strong protagonists, and a focus on environmental and human themes. The name Ghibli itself was chosen by Miyazaki, inspired by the Italian word for a desert wind. It symbolized their intent to bring a fresh breeze to the animation industry, shaking things up with a new approach to storytelling. They didn't want to just entertain, they wanted to create art that would touch people's hearts and linger in their minds long after the credits rolled. Their first official film under the Studio Ghibli banner was Laputa, Castle in the Sky in 1986, a tale of adventure, mystery, and wonder. The film's success marked the beginning of a long legacy of groundbreaking animation that would captivate the world. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the early days of Studio Ghibli, a small team of dreamers crafting stories that would one day become part of the world's cultural fabric. The quiet hum of creativity, the scratch of pencils on paper, and the dream of creating something truly magical. The name Studio Ghibli carries more meaning than it might seem at first glance. Chosen by Hayao Miyazaki, the word Ghibli comes from the Italian term for a hot desert wind that sweeps across the Sahara. For Miyazaki, it symbolized the idea of bringing a fresh, new breeze into the world of animation, a bold statement of intent to challenge the norms and create something unique. This philosophy of breaking the mold is deeply woven into Studio Ghibli's identity. From its very beginning, the studio set itself apart by prioritizing storytelling, emotion, and artistry over trends or commercial formulas. Their films were not just made to entertain, but to touch hearts, provoke thought, and reflect the complexities of life. At the core of Studio Ghibli's philosophy is a deep respect for detail. Every frame of a Ghibli film is meticulously crafted, whether it's the intricate design of a bustling cityscape or the quiet rustle of leaves in a forest. Miyazaki himself often emphasized that the small moments in life, like hanging laundry, pouring tea, or watching a breeze move through grass, were just as important as the big, dramatic scenes. These moments, he believed, were where the magic of life truly resides. Another cornerstone of the studio's vision is its focus on universal themes. Ghibli films often explore topics like the relationship between humanity and nature, the struggles of growing up, and the power of courage and kindness. These themes, presented with sincerity and depth, have allowed their stories to resonate with audiences around the world, transcending cultural and generational boundaries. Studio Ghibli's philosophy isn't just about creating films. It's about crafting experiences that stay with you long after the credits roll. Their stories remind us to appreciate life's quiet beauty, to find strength in the face of adversity, and to care for the world and people around us. At the heart of Studio Ghibli's magic is the unmistakable touch of Hayao Miyazaki, the studio's co-founder and creative genius. His films are a reflection of his unique storytelling style, one that blends breathtaking visuals, deep emotional resonance, and timeless themes. Miyazaki's work isn't just animation, it's art that speaks to the soul. One of the most defining features of Miyazaki's films is his focus on strong, complex female protagonists. Characters like Chihiro from Spirited Away, Nausicaa from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, and San from Princess Mononoke are not damsels in distress. They're resilient, courageous, and deeply human. Through them, Miyazaki explores themes of self-discovery, empathy, and the power of inner strength. Another hallmark of his storytelling is the richly detailed worlds he creates. Whether it's the magical bathhouse of Spirited Away, the peaceful countryside of My Neighbor Totoro, or the war-torn landscapes of Howl's moving castle, every setting feels alive. Miyazaki's attention to detail makes these worlds immersive, from the sound of footsteps on wooden floors to the way the wind rustles through fields of grass. Miyazaki is also deeply concerned with environmental themes. Films like Princess Mononoke and Nausicaa delve into humanity's relationship with nature, exploring the consequences of greed and exploitation, while highlighting the importance of balance and respect. These themes are presented not as simple moral lessons, but as complex dilemmas, encouraging viewers to think and feel deeply. Another signature of Miyazaki's work is the absence of traditional villains. Instead of black and white morality, his characters are layered with motivations that make them relatable, even when they clash. For example, Lady Eboshi in Princess Mononoke is both a protector of her people and a disruptor of nature. This nuanced approach adds depth and realism to his stories. Finally, Miyazaki's films are filled with moments of quiet beauty, scenes where time seems to pause, allowing viewers to reflect and breathe. These moments, like Chihiro riding a train across the water, or Satsuki and Mei lying on Totoro's belly, create a sense of peace and wonder that lingers long after the film ends. While Hayao Miyazaki is often the face of Studio Ghibli, the studio owes much of its heart to Isao Takahata, the co-founder whose unique storytelling approach brought a different kind of beauty to their films. Takahata's works are reflective, deeply human, and often explore the quieter, more poignant moments of life. One of Takahata's most well-known films is the hauntingly beautiful Grave of the Fireflies. Set during World War II, it tells the heartbreaking story of two siblings, Seita and Setsuko, struggling to survive in the aftermath of a bombing. Unlike many Ghibli films, this story is grounded in harsh reality, showing the devastating effects of war through the eyes of innocent children. It's a film that lingers in your heart, a powerful reminder of the human cost of conflict. Takahata's storytelling is also evident in the poetic The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, an adaptation of a classic Japanese folktale. The film's hand-drawn watercolor style mirrors its emotional depth, following the life of a celestial princess who must come to terms with her earthly existence. It's a meditative and visually stunning exploration of impermanence and the beauty of fleeting moments. In contrast, Takahata also created the charming and light-hearted My Neighbors the Yamadas, a comedic slice-of-life film about the ups and downs of a modern Japanese family. With its minimalist, sketch-like animation style, the film celebrates the humor and chaos of everyday life, showing that even the smallest moments can be meaningful. Another hallmark of Takahata's work is his ability to capture the natural world with sensitivity and realism. In Only Yesterday, a nostalgic tale of a woman reflecting on her childhood. The countryside becomes a character in itself, with lush fields and gentle rains, evoking a sense of peace and longing. Takahata's films often focus on the emotional connections between people and the world around them. His characters are ordinary, yet profoundly relatable, their struggles and joys reflecting the complexity of human experience. Whether through laughter or tears, his stories leave a lasting impact. Studio Ghibli's films are filled with memorable characters, each one crafted with care and depth, leaving a lasting impression on audiences around the world. These characters embody courage, kindness, and the struggles of self-discovery, making them more than just figures in a story. They feel like old friends. One of the most iconic is Totoro, the gentle forest spirit from My Neighbor Totoro. With his wide grin and soft, furry presence, Totoro has become the symbol of Studio Ghibli itself. He represents the magic of childhood wonder, appearing when Satsuki and Mei need him most, providing comfort and joy in times of uncertainty. Totoro's quiet scenes, like waiting for a bus in the rain, are some of the most heartwarming moments in animation history. Chihiro, the protagonist of Spirited Away, takes viewers on a journey of transformation and resilience. At first, she's an ordinary girl, scared and unsure of herself, but as she navigates the mysterious bathhouse, she grows into a courageous, resourceful young woman. Her story is one of learning to adapt, trust herself, and show compassion, even in the strangest circumstances. In Princess Mononoke, San is a fierce warrior raised by wolves, fighting to protect the forest from human destruction. Her strength and determination are matched by her complexity. San is torn between her love for the natural world and her human identity. Her connection with Ashitaka, a kind and noble prince, highlights themes of understanding and coexistence. Howl, the mysterious wizard from Howl's Moving Castle, is another unforgettable character. With his flamboyant charm and hidden vulnerability, Howl shows that even the most powerful beings have their own fears and struggles. His relationship with Sophie, a young woman cursed with an old woman's body, explores themes of love, self-acceptance, and finding beauty in imperfection. Then there's Kiki, the spirited young witch from Kiki's Delivery Service. Her journey of independence and self-discovery resonates with anyone who has faced the challenges of growing up. Kiki struggles to find her place in the world, balanced with her moments of triumph, make her story both relatable and inspiring. Even side characters leave lasting impressions, like the lovable cat bus in My Neighbor Totoro, the wise Yubaba in Spirited Away, and the charming yet humble Baron from The Cat Returns. These characters, whether big or small, teach us about bravery, kindness, and the importance of staying true to ourselves. They are reflections of our own dreams, fears, and hopes, making them timeless companions. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine Totoro's soft purring, Chihiro's determined steps through the bathhouse, and the warm glow of Howl's castle against the night sky. These characters remind us of the magic within ourselves, waiting to be discovered. The music of Studio Ghibli is as enchanting as its animation, weaving through each film like a gentle thread that connects us to the emotions of its characters and the beauty of its worlds. Much of this magic comes from the work of Joe Hisaishi, the composer behind Ghibli's most memorable soundtracks. Hisaishi's music doesn't just accompany the films, it becomes a character in its own right, guiding the audience through moments of wonder, sadness, and triumph. His compositions have a timeless quality, blending classical orchestration with modern elements to create pieces that feel both intimate and grand. Take the theme from My Neighbor Totoro, a cheerful and whimsical tune that perfectly captures the innocence of childhood and the magic of the forest. It's a melody that feels like sunlight streaming through leaves, warm and inviting. In Spirited Away, Hisaishi's music takes on a more mystical tone, with tracks like One Summer's Day, evoking both Chihiro's fear and awe as she steps into a strange, otherworldly realm. The The gentle piano notes and sweeping strings create an atmosphere of quiet introspection, drawing us deeper into the story. The epic scope of Princess Mononoke is reflected in its powerful score, where Hisaishi combines traditional Japanese instruments with orchestral grandeur. The music mirrors the tension between humanity and nature, blending haunting chants with moments of explosive intensity, like the clash between San and the forces of Lady Eboshi. In Howl's moving castle, the waltz-like merry-go-round of life is a standout piece, capturing the whimsy and romance of the story. The soaring melody feels like a dance through the sky, perfectly embodying Howl's magical, ever-moving castle. Even in quieter films like Only Yesterday and Kiki's Delivery Service, Hisaishi's music enhances the emotional depth of the story. The delicate themes in these films feel like a gentle embrace, reminding us of life's smaller, quieter moments. Studio Ghibli's music goes beyond its soundtracks. It's a part of what makes these films unforgettable. The melodies stay with you, evoking the feelings of the stories long after the credits roll. As you close your eyes tonight, let the soft piano of One Summer's Day, the joyful rhythm of Totoro's theme, and the sweeping grandeur of Princess Mononoke guide you into peaceful dreams. The music of Studio Ghibli is a lullaby for the soul, reminding us of the beauty in every note, every scene, and every moment. Studio Ghibli's films are not only visually stunning and emotionally resonant, they are also deeply rooted in environmental themes and a profound respect for nature. Through its stories, Ghibli reminds us of the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world, and the consequences of disrupting that harmony. In Princess Mononoke, this theme takes center stage. The film explores the conflict between the industrial ambitions of Irontown, led by Lady Eboshi, and the ancient spirits of the forest, embodied by the wolf goddess Moro and her adopted daughter San. The lush forests and sacred creatures of the film serve as a reminder of nature's power and fragility, while the characters' complex motivations challenge viewers to consider the cost of progress. Similarly, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind portrays a world ravaged by environmental destruction. The toxic jungles and giant insects are both terrifying and beautiful, reflecting a natural world that is fighting back against human greed. Nausicaa, the film's heroine, exemplifies Ghibli's reverence for nature. Her compassion for all living things, even those others fear, highlights the importance of coexistence and understanding. The theme of humanity's connection to nature also appears in quieter, more personal ways. In My Neighbor Totoro, the countryside setting is more than a backdrop. It's a character in itself. The forests, streams, and fields are alive with magic and wonder, inviting viewers to see the natural world through the curious eyes of children. Totoro, the friendly forest spirit, embodies the gentle, nurturing side of nature, offering solace and joy to those who take the time to notice it. Even Ponyo, a whimsical story about a goldfish who becomes a girl, carries an environmental message. The film highlights the beauty and fragility of the ocean, reminding us of the importance of protecting marine life from pollution and harm. What makes Studio Ghibli's approach to environmentalism so powerful is its sense of balance. The films don't lecture or offer simplistic solutions. Instead, they show the complexities of these relationships, urging viewers to reflect on their own connection to the world around them. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the rustling trees of the forest in Princess Mononoke, the shimmering waves of the ocean in Ponyo, and the gentle hum of nature that fills the fields in My Neighbor Totoro. Ghibli's films remind us of the quiet magic in the natural world and the importance of preserving it for generations to come. Studio Ghibli's influence reaches far beyond Japan, becoming a global phenomenon that has inspired countless creators and captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. Its films are more than just stories. They are cultural treasures that have left a lasting impact on animation, storytelling, and the way we view art. The studio's rise to international fame began in earnest with My Neighbor Totoro. which introduced audiences to the magic of Ghibli. However, it was Spirited Away that truly propelled the studio into the global spotlight. Released in 2001, the film won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, making it the first, and still the only, hand-drawn, non-English language film to win the category. Its success proved that animation could be just as profound, complex, and artistic as live-action cinema. Studio Ghibli's partnership with Disney for international distribution helped bring its films to a broader audience. With carefully crafted dubs featuring talented voice actors, Ghibli's stories reached viewers who may never have encountered them otherwise, while still preserving the essence of the original works. Beyond its commercial success, Ghibli has inspired countless animators, filmmakers, and storytellers. The studio's commitment to artistry, emotional depth, and environmental themes can be seen in the works of creators around the world. Films like Pixar's Wall-E, Laika's Kubo, and The Two Strings, and even the richly detailed worlds of Avatar, The Last Airbender owe a debt to Ghibli's influence. Ghibli's impact also extends to cultural spaces like the Ghibli Museum in Mitaka, Japan, where fans can immerse themselves in the magic of their favorite films. The museum is a celebration of the studio's legacy, offering a glimpse into its creative process and inviting visitors to step into the dreamlike worlds it has created. What makes Studio Ghibli's legacy so enduring is its universality. Its stories resonate across cultures because they speak to fundamental truths about humanity, nature, and the beauty of life's small moments. Whether you're watching Totoro's forest adventures, Chihiro's journey of self-discovery, or San's fight for the forest, Ghibli's films remind us of the magic that exists all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the gentle sway of Totoro's umbrella in the rain, the distant glow of the Ghibli Museum's lanterns, and the quiet wonder of a story that has traveled across the world. Studio Ghibli's magic transcends borders, inviting everyone, everywhere, to dream. Studio Ghibli's magic lies not just in its stories, but in the way it connects us to something timeless and universal, a sense of wonder, a love for the natural world, and an appreciation for life's quiet moments. Over the years, its films have become more than entertainment. They are experiences, woven into the hearts of fans around the world. Through its characters, Ghibli teaches us about resilience, kindness, and the strength to face life's challenges. Whether it's Chihiro finding courage in an unfamiliar world, San fighting for what she believes in, or Kiki learning to navigate independence, these stories resonate with our own journeys of growth and self-discovery. The worlds Ghibli creates are places where magic feels real, where forests are alive with spirits, and where the wind carries whispers of adventure. From the gentle rustle of trees in the Shire-like countryside of My Neighbor Totoro, to the dramatic landscapes of Princess Mononoke, these settings are not just backdrops, but characters themselves, reminding us to cherish the beauty around us. And then there's the music, a soundtrack for the soul, composed by Joe Hisaishi, whose melodies carry us into these worlds and leave an imprint on our hearts. Each note is a bridge to the emotions and memories tied to Ghibli's stories, from the whimsical themes of Spirited Away to the sweeping grandeur of Howl's moving castle. What makes Studio Ghibli's legacy so enduring is its ability to touch on universal truths while remaining deeply personal. Its films remind us to dream, to hope, and to look for the magic in the everyday. Whether it's through a quiet moment in the rain with Totoro, or a soaring flight through the sky with Nausicaa, Ghibli invites us to pause, reflect, and see the world with new eyes. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the soft glow of lanterns in a quiet bathhouse, the gentle purr of Totoro beneath a starlit sky, and the rustle of a breeze through the fields of Howl's moving castle. Studio Ghibli's stories remind us that the magic we seek is often already within us, waiting to be rediscovered. Thank you for spending your evening with Lost at 3 a.m. Sleep well, and may your dreams carry you to worlds where wonder never ends.